Cities pretend they're built on ambition, but mostly they're built on things we tried very hard to ignore. Every city has one place that sits slightly out of phase, not past, not present, not future, just a glitch in the civic matrix. For Mumbai, that place is Aarey, a forest that has survived land deals, lathi charges, film shoots, an occasional leopard who just wants to be left alone. Aarey is a leftover truth in a city addicted to lies. A stubborn reminder that Mumbai wasn't supposed to be a never-ending construction site with sea-facing anxiety. Some cities have coasts. Mumbai has regrets. This is Unclaimed. I'm your host, Prasad Chaubey. Tonight's story begins on a Tuesday. Because of course it does. Tuesday is Universe's buffering day. I had just finished a night shift in a call center. A Scottish caller from Dundee spent 18 minutes explaining why people like me shouldn't handle her mortgage. I practiced my active listening skills by wondering if leopards accept career refugees. By minute 12, I was genuinely researching Aarey forest relocation policies for humans. Turns out, the leopards have stricter immigration standards than Scotland. So I stepped outside, looking for a rickshaw, as every spiritually exhausted Mumbaiker does, to take me away from neon lights into the darker neon lights. The rickshaw that stopped for me was wrong. Too clean, too quiet, too available. In Mumbai, that is as unnatural as a politician showing up on time. The driver didn't ask, "Meter se jana hai." He just whispered, "Chalo." The meter wasn't running. In Mumbai, this is how you know you have entered a different dimension. Even ghosts can't afford to wake the fare structure. And somehow, without fuel, without sound, without anything resembling movement, we moved. Street lights blurred into long, liquid lines. Traffic melted into silhouettes and city receded like a radio station losing signal in a slow motion. I checked my phone. The battery was at 43%, then 41%, then 38%. It was training backward through time. A street sign glowed dimly, Goregaon East, 2019. We passed a closed pawn shop. The graffiti read, "Manish loves Priya." We passed it again. The graffiti now read, "Manish loved Priya." We passed it a third time. The graffiti was gone, just a faded pawn stain where hope used to be. My reflection looked tired in the rearview mirror of the auto rickshaw. Not today tired in a way that hadn't happened yet. Like I'd already lived through whatever was coming and hadn't slept since. Then something stranger. The night got colder. Not monsoon cold. The kind of cold that feels like memory leaving the body. The soft shuffle of leaves that sounded disturbingly like whispering, as if the trees were commenting on my questionable life choices. Just as I leaned forward to ask the driver if we had accidentally entered a parallel universe where surge pricing doesn't exist, I saw her. A woman in white. The kind of white that doesn't reflect light. It absorbs sin. She was dancing. A slow, deliberate rhythm. A tempo older than property disputes and environmental clearances. Her ankle didn't touch the ground. Not floating, just choosing not to acknowledge gravity. I turned to the driver to confirm this hallucination, but he was gone. Of course, he ghosted me. Even supernatural beings in Mumbai have commitment issues. In his place, a faint hologram of his license plate flickered, glitching like a Zoom call on MTNL broadband. Beneath it, a civic message glowing dimly, "Mulgi Shikli, Pragati Sali." Even the afterlife had government slogans. death, and taxes apparently come with motivational posters. The woman finally turned toward me. Her smile was calm, too calm. The kind of calm you only see on people who know things they shouldn't know. Did you sign the petition? She asked. The question hit harder than a supernatural slap. Yes, in 2019, while eating a softie. We know, butterscotch. You got it on your phone screen, you still haven't cleaned it. The forensic precision of afterlife is frankly insulting. She stepped back, and from the darkness, they came. Not dramatically, just inevitably. A horned silhouette that looked like a cow but moved like it remembered every road we had built over its grazing grounds. It stared at me with the disappointment of a parent who paid for a college degree only to watch their son become a podcast host. Tree spirits shaped like memories, their branches bending toward me, whispering in a mix of Marathi and real estate jargon. Premium location, original occupants, under construction graveyard, and a leopard shape whose eyes reflected nothing, not even my fear. It yawned, not even theatrically, just genuinely bored by my existence. They surrounded me to study the bizarre creature that destroys the thing it depends on and then calls it progress. A voice whispered behind me, not angry, not loud, just deeply tired. Do you believe in development? My brain, the champion of crisis management, immediately wondered, is this a survey? Can I get 10% off my next haunting with the right response? I have sat through enough corporate training to know this is a trap question. I said, it depends on who develops and who disappears because of it. A silence settled, the kind that feels like a verdict. Lights rose around us, bioluminescent truth, hovering like patient witnesses in a court that didn't need judges. The women stepped closer. Most people support nature until it conveniences them. My entire environmental activism history flashed before my eyes. One petition signed during lunch, 3 Instagram stories expired, 1 metal straw lost within a week, unfathomable moral high ground still intact. I was cooked. She handed me a wooden plaque, a membership card for the Afterlife's Guilt Trip program. I noticed it had my name spelled wrong. Mata Prasad, 2 T's. The forest might remember every tree we cut, but apparently not basic spelling. To join us, she whispered, you don't need to die. Just stop pretending you are alive when you avoid responsibility. I ran like a man who suddenly remembered he had 47 unread work emails and couldn't afford supernatural closure right now. The leopard watched me go with the energy of someone watching their Swiggy delivery guy taking a wrong turn. Disappointed, but unsurprised. The next day, I googled Aarey forest haunted rickshaw at work. 0 results. The forest had better OPSEC than my company's IT department. I drafted an email to my manager. Hi, I may have been audited by forest spirits for my environmental hypocrisy. I'll need a mental health day. I deleted it. Wrote food poisoning instead. Even supernatural trauma doesn't beat Mumbai's corporate leave policies. 2 weeks later, the company announced a new initiative. Plant a tree, get a gym membership. I stared at the email. In the reflection of my screen, I swear I saw her, the woman in white, standing behind my cubicle, slow clapping. I planted the tree, not because I'm enlightened, but because getting haunted at work feels like poor time management. Last week, I took an Uber through Aarey, but when we passed a certain bend in the road, he slowed down, not for a speed breaker. He slowed down like he was passing a funeral, and I swear, just for a second, I saw someone in white in the rearview mirror. She was in the back seat, and she was reading something. The driver saw me staring and said, "Tree protection zone, sir. They're always watching now." Then he laughed. I didn't. Here's the uncomfortable truth I learned that night. We have democratized guilt. We trade likes and shares. We have turned empathy into a genre. The woman in white asked me if I believed in development. But looking back, I realized that wasn't a question, it was a receipt. There is a concept, samsara, the endless cycle of suffering and rebirth. We think of it as mystical, but in Mumbai, it's actually just traffic. We build roads to escape congestion. The roads create more congestion, so we build more roads. Samsara isn't a metaphor, it's urban planning. The forest doesn't want revenge. Revenge is a human obsession. It just wants us to stop pretending the things we buried are actually gone. The woman in white is still out there, not because she enjoys haunting, but because we keep giving her material. So, stay curious. But remember, curiosity is only useful if you're brave enough to change after you learn the truth. This was Unclaimed. I'm Prasad Chaubey, and I need to go. I think I just saw a leopard in the break room, and he looks like he wants to discuss my carbon footprint.